So I'll introduce myself first. So I'm Johnny Randall. I'm the retired Director of Conservation at the North Carolina Botanical Garden. Today I'm going to talk about pollination, native plants, and food production, and how pollinators are so important for food production. Pollination is the process by which pollen is transferred from the anther, the male part, to the stigma, the female part of the plant, thereby enabling fertilization and reproduction. There is both wind and animal pollination, and I'm going to concentrate on animal pollination today, but wind pollination is really important, and that's especially important for the grains that we eat, like rice and corn and wheat. But if you look at what you get, wind pollination versus your diet on insect pollination, all those fruits and vegetables are dependent upon insects. Otherwise, you just have a bowl of oatmeal, okay? And this is just some information about bees in particular, because they are the most important of all the pollinating insects. So worldwide, there are about 32,000 different species of bees, 4,000 in the United States. Over 85% of flowering plants are pollinated by insects, and 90% of these are bees. This is my own kitchen window in September of 2022, and 5 years before that you could hardly see out of that window because of all the bugs on it at night. Now there's just 2 or 3, and even last night I looked out and there was one moth on this window. And one of the things that is important for people to do in their own yards and landscape is to start leaving leaves, because a lot, especially beetles and moths, they have a lot of their larvae and they overwinter in leaves. And so even if you were to leave half of the leaves in your landscape, that would really benefit these really beautiful moths and beetles and many other insects that are in those leaves, rather than raking them up, putting them out on the street to be composted. And you should leave the sticks that fall from the tree as well. And you can take some of those sticks and make brush piles, because brush piles actually create habitat for lots of other things. Birds, small mammals, snakes. So we need all of those creatures. If you can protect and or create connecting habitats, so this is where habitat connectivity or ecosystem connectivity is really important, where you have natural areas that are linked by corridors, wildlife habitat corridors. These corridors are important, but if you can do that for 5 pollinator groups, flies, wasps, beetles, lepidopterans, these are the butterflies and moths, and bees, you could safeguard over 95% of all pollinator species. Okay.
Well, thank you.
My pleasure.